It's Thursday, February 27th, 2020, and today's Throwback Thursday is
Terminator 2, Judgment Day.
personal favorite of mine.
Dun 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 dun.
I'll be back.
Dun 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 dun.
Yo, Jew, I'll be back. In this sequel, set 11 years after the Terminator, young John Connor is the key to victory for the human civilization.
He is a target of the shape-shifting T-1000 sent from the future to kill him.
Another Terminator, the revamped T-800, Arnold, has also been sent back to protect young John. As John and his mother go on the run with the T-800, the boy and the T-800 form an unexpected bond.
So Linda Hamilton, reprises her role as Sarah Connor. Very different from the first movie, though. Completely different, which I loved.
Yeah, she was really bad.
Turned into a badass, a Terminator. She is a Terminator. She is the human Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So Linda Hamilton was definitely a badass. Was definitely one of James Cameron's best movies. James Cameron can do it all.
Absolutely.
One of my favorites. Not my favorite, but one of my favorites.
Yeah, and he did say that he thought of the whole idea of Terminator from a dream. Like, he just remembered a dream and wrote it down.
That makes the story even better.
Absolutely ridiculous.
T2 is definitely my favorite out of all.
For sure. And
Terminator movies.
Yeah, John is a kid in this one.
Yeah, John's a kid. In the first movie, he wasn't born yet, but now he's a little boy, and he's a boy kicking butt.
Yeah, he can take care of himself. He's not a damsel in distress whatsoever.
No.
Even though against the T-1000.
Anyone is.
Oh my God.
What's some of your favorite parts?
The T-1000, the first time we actually see, especially with the special effects. Ooh. Guys.
Especially for that time.
It was revolutionary.
Yeah.
Obviously, right now, if you watch it, it's dated. It doesn't really matter. It still holds up, especially for its time. But those effects for that time just kind of blew everybody away. And he's scary. He's terrifying. James Cameron does a good job at like kind of injecting some like horror movements into it. Mm-hmm. Like as a kid, I was terrified of the T-1000. Like just his like straight face look.
I love
just
it.
Nothing but badass stuff.
My favorite part with him is when he's chasing the truck.
Oh my God, it's
on the freeway.
Yeah,
and
that's
through the mall.
classic.
I mean, that was just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not much better action you can get from a movie than those sequences.
Yeah, and James Cameron does a great job, even though it just being, obviously one of the best action movies of all time, but he actually does tell a story that really does stick with you. I love what he did with Linda Hamilton's character, as far as she kind of reflects the Terminators, like from the human side, like when she goes to kill. So yeah, when Miles Dyson, the guy that created the Terminators and works for Skynet, Sarah Connor goes looking for Miles Dyson, and I just thought that whole scene, they did a great job. Is all of a sudden we don't see any Terminator, she is the Terminator to go terminate him. Like James Cameron did a great job at literally telling a story within the confines of just being an action film.
Yeah, she completely turned into an assassin there.
Oh,
and
terrifying.
It's kind of a big risk when you're changing the character from the first movie to the second movie. So
sure.
drastic. But it worked.
Yeah, he did a great job.
Definitely worked.
And I know Linda Hamilton said, like, for her to want to do T2, she wanted to be kind of crazy and super badass. Mm-hmm. She absolutely killed it for sure.
And the story between John and the T-800 Arnold, the way it like progresses during the movie and it kind of turns into love between both of them.
Yeah, they grow a relationship.
Yeah, it's kind of like a father-son thing. I mean, he grew up without a father, so he kind of gets that from Arnold. And
that's how we found out that the T-800s can actually like learn. Mm-hmm. Like they can actually learn things.
Yep. And their bond by the end of the movie is a tearjerker.
Oh, absolutely. Mm-hmm. It's horrible. When Arnold has to finally go, nobody wants to see Arnold go.
Nope.
Nobody.
He gives you that.
Everybody's crying for Arnold. Don't go, bro.
Did he give him a piece on the way down?
I thought it was a thumbs up, right?
Thumbs up. But then he turned it into a piece, and I
don't know, maybe.
And you see the tip of Arnold's.
He burned. Guys, he burned. That was also a great scene. Everything was it's completely action-packed from beginning to end. We're rolling, guys.
And Arnold is a total badass in this movie. Talking about put the A in action.
Seriously. And at this point, he's completely in his prime of making action movies. Damn, I sounded like Lloyd Banks.
So Arnold was a complete badass in this movie. Definitely put the A in action and kicked butt throughout the whole movie. And like he said, was definitely in the prime of his career.
Absolutely.
I mean, it was amazing. He did a good job.
Arnold is a complete badass. He's shooting out through windows in a machine with a submachine gun.
There was a minigun. And the conveyor belt with it, he was kicking butt. He basically took on the whole police force by himself. through the whole movie.
But he didn't kill anybody.
No. I mean, what about when he's
Remember,
walking?
that was the actual rule.
When he's trying to get Linda Hamilton in the hospital, and he's walking through there. Oh my God, just throwing people. Somebody hits him over the face. His glasses is half on, half off, and he's like, huh?
Yeah,
chucks
just
him.
Ridiculous.
I mean, the T-1000 walks through bars. I mean, it's crazy.
Walking through bars, doing crazy stuff. And yeah, the cop scene specifically is nuts because he's literally taking everybody out without killing them because he did promise to the kid, we can't kill anybody.
That's
so
big.
When he comes out, shooting cops in the legs, breaking them down, everything is non-lethal though, which is pretty awesome.
And shows that he cares what the kid thinks. Actually, does he care? No. He's ordered to. He has to follow
Remember, that's
orders.
his orders. John sent him back, so now the young John is his leader. I mean, well, yeah, technically his leader.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
But he does make the Terminator smile, which is a big thing.
Yeah, and Arnold looks ugly smiling. Absolutely. But yeah, you know, as we get closer to the end, it's a real, as he said, it's a real tearjerker. Everything that's happening.
And sadly, the last good Terminator movie we kind of had.
Yeah, last time we actually get to see, you know, James Cameron direct and write the actual movie, even though he did help with the new one.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same, and it's a different time, guys. Sometimes we don't need to continue to do sequels to movies. We've already seen the story. Sometimes it's better just to move on and maybe make a different film.
Yeah, to be honest, thinking back on it now, I think it'd be nice to just have Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Call it quits.
Nothing more. Having those two movies back to back together is great cinema.
Absolutely. Seriously. But overall, I love the film.
I love it too.
Yeah.
We're not ranking these.
No.
These are just great films that we like to watch. This movie has some pretty memorable quotes, and I thought it'd be cool to talk about those. One of them that I liked was "Hasta la vista, baby," which is, I mean, come on now.
And then there, of course, the classic, "I'll be back."
Classic right there. Kind of made Arnold, right? You think about Arnold, you think about "I'll be back."
Seriously.
And another quote that I thought was pretty cool was, "There's no fate, but what we make."
Guys, you guys need to think about that in life.
Think about that, all right?
Okay?
Think about all those quotes right now.
Yeah,
You
life
think
lessons,
about that,
guys.
all right?
Seriously. But yeah, guys, overall, we love the movie. It's a classic. You cannot go wrong. Thank you for watching the video. Please subscribe, like, comment, do all of the above. And until next time, guys.
Thanks for watching us. YouTube, Instagram, and on Facebook.
For more movie news, analysis, and premium content,
Subscribe to our YouTube channel right now.